Good morning, traders. Thank you so much for joining in for another video from our LTR group. So today we are going to talk about how the market is going to be expiring, what are the key levels to look out for, and how the pre-market analysis can help us establish the support and resistance that we can find for the day. So quickly, the first thing what I want to do is I want to take you through a one-day time frame. And I want to show you something very beautiful that I actually see is forming on the charts. And for that, we'll just move to a line chart. And if you could see so far, whenever Nifty has made a move, it had retraced a bit and it is now stretching towards the upside. It has already taken out 18,106, which was the point from which it had fallen. So now the momentum is pretty stronger and there is a high possibility that it can stretch towards the all-time high or the maximum of 18,481 as per the closing that it can achieve pretty much in a day is what I'm thinking is possible. Now, why do I say so? Is because if we gap up above 18,273, then we are destined to go ahead and touch here because of the short covering and unwinding of calls that are actually going to happen. So a lot of people have actually sold calls over here on a key level. So they are going to go ahead and initiate short covering. Now, of course, the IT pack has given a good result. Wipro has not given so much, but that is going to impact over here. But let me come down to a 10-minute time frame. Okay, my favorite time frame, and show you what exactly would be the point from where it can actually rally. So today I have a feeling that if we gap up anywhere above 18,273, then we are going to go ahead and touch this particular level pretty much easily for the day. Now, until and unless there is this trend line that is going to be broken. Now, remember, we are actually operating on trend lines now. So until and unless if this particular trend line is being broken, then we will have a sell position or it will go sideways. So first important thing is if 18,273 is being breached, we will go ahead with the calls for 18,481 as an intraday target. So this 1% can be achieved in a matter of a flick. Now, if we want to sell anything, so once this particular trend line is being broken over here on this area, then you can actually go ahead and sell for the previous swing. So if this has been broken at this point, this is the target. If this has been broken at this point, this is the target. So if this has been broken at this point, this will be the target. So with the previous swings is where you would need to operate for today, or else you have to go ensure that you buy all the dips that are going to be there and participate in the rally. Now, of course, Nifty and Bank Nifty have not been tradable for the last couple of days. They have been consolidating with a gap up, but however, I think today would be a training day is what I assume. Now, let's look at the data and see what's happening over here. So SGX firstly is, somewhere around plus 120 points up. So that's a very good news. And pretty much, I think we are preparing for a gap up right now. Now, in terms of the open interest, now in Nifty, I see there are a lot of 18,200 puts that have been shorted. So what will happen is these guys who have shorted the calls will actually switch to this area. And if this area of 18,300 is being breached as well, then they will switch to 18,400. So these guys will be the ones who will be defending the market today. And these guys are the ones who will have created a panic. And all of these, people who are short here on the calls will actually unwind their calls and trigger a short covering. So I'm pretty much thinking 18,400 will be the upper range. And on the lower side, 18,100 is a very good support. And even 18,200 will act as a support. If you want to take a small little trade, then if 18,200 is being broken, then you can look for a short trade till 18,100. But apart from that, I remain bullish and the market is going to be going towards that particular side. Now, there is another key factor that I wanted to, show you guys is that, a lot of these calls are actually written yesterday. Okay, I mean, my apologies. The puts which have been written are yesterday. So there has not been a lot of action on the calls in terms of the selling yesterday because whatever selling that is there, it would have been projected from the previous couple of days. So technically there is going to be those guys who will be exiting it. Now they might be in a little profit because of the time decay, but those are the guys who are going to actually have an action, and that is going to trigger itself. So pretty much Nifty is going to be a tradable component today. Let's quickly look at Bank Nifty and see what's happening. So in terms of Bank Nifty as well, Bank Nifty is having too many supports and resistance over here at this moment, guys. I have already drawn them over here for you. And yesterday we had discussed this. I will just extend the trend line that I made yesterday. Okay, just modify it a bit. Now I'll take this level out because this is not possible. So once I have extended this particular trend line over here, it is once again operating on the same trend line. So whatever you see right now, guys, the move is being made via gap up and then it consolidates and falls down. So this is the exact same thing that even Nifty is trying to follow. So whenever this trend line is being broken, then you can expect this to come to the previous swing. So if this swing is broken, then you can look for 38,493 as a target that can actually come through. But I would say this market is completely on a dip. And I think it is going to consolidate itself, take support and gap up over here at 38,900. And if it sustains, then we can get a 200-point target very easily. Now, how am I able to go ahead and do that? Because Nifty is also gapping up. Let us quickly check, the report over here. So the change in OI is what I need to actually see. So yesterday there was 18,500 call put that has been written, so it is a very good support. 18,600 is also been written with the support, and 18,700 is also written in the support. This is the only resistance it has. So once let's say if this is being breached, this guy will move towards this area, so that will be 39,000. And if that has been taken out by the gap up, then there is no right resistances that are available over here after 39,000. So I'm thinking 39,500 to 39,200 would be the area that this guy is going to be. Now he's going to become quite volatile, so I'm not going to be trading Bank Nifty, but these would be the levels that I'll be interested with. But however, on an overall open interest, I would say 39,000 is still a big mountain. It needs to go ahead and break this, and 38,500 is a support, and any work inside this would actually be that the market will trade in a range of this 500 points. But if it happens to do a gap up and then a breakout, then I think there are no resistances available over here, and it can stretch as much as it can today. So these are my inputs for the day. I hope my levels help you make decisions on this expiry day, and I hope it is very profitable for you. Take care. Jai Hind. Goodbye. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.